Hi guys, it's Rachelle. Welcome back to another video. We are trying something new. I'm filming in my kitchen today just because we've got to get out of the house, so I thought I'd quickly do this video. And I'm trying a new thing with Max called not watching the TV while I make videos. So he's next to me colouring. And today's video, in case you haven't figured out by the title, is the baby name tag. So it's not the one that the 10 baby names I love but won't be using. It's a different one. It's actually a series of questions about baby names. Yeah, so I was tagged by Catherine from Dubai Expat Mummy. She's called Dubai Expat Mummy on Instagram and on YouTube. I'll leave her channel down below so you can watch her video as well. So thank you for the tag, Catherine. Okay. So Max is going to colour in and draw all over hopefully just the paper while I answer these questions. Alright, so number 1 is, what is your favourite boy and girl's name from the top names list? And it says the top UK names list, but I went with the Australian names list because I thought, nah, they're probably exactly the same, and I thought, branch out, go be international. Okay, yeah, so my top names, which is kind of ironic because I usually prefer short names, but I've gone with longer names. So my girl's name is Charlotte, which was actually the #1 most popular. I've always loved it. My sister called her daughter Scarlett, so that's kind of funny. So I could never call anyone, if I had a child, I couldn't call it Charlotte anyway because that would be way confusing. All right, and then the other one is Theodore for a boy. And I love Theodore because it's short is Teddy. And yeah, I just absolutely think that is just the cutest name, and it's appropriate for babies and also for adults. If you had twins, what would you name them? In the girl, girl, boy, boy, and boy, girl. So now I obviously probably won't have twins and I wouldn't actually choose it, but I think Ava and Aria is really, really sweet as a girl, girl twin set. And then for boy, oops, careful, not on the bench. For boy, I would go obviously Max because I already have a Max. Max and Arlo, I think that's really cute. And then for a boy girl would be Zoe and Levi. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Zoe and Levi. So number 3 is, if you could change your name to anything, what would it be? So I would probably just change my name to Shelly because I really like my name, but most people get it wrong. So a lot of people call me Rachel or Cheryl or Michelle. Yeah, because it's spelled R-A, and most people spell Rachelle R-O, so I think that's why people call me Rachel. Which I don't mind because I do like the name Rachel, but yeah, I prefer the Rachelle, the shell part of my name. God, I've thought about this a lot. Yeah, so Shelly. I would like, if I could change my name, I would just change it to Shelly because I think then people would not get it wrong. Number 4, if you have 4 children of any gender, their first names all have to start with the same letter. What would they be? So again, I already have a Max, so I went with M. So I said Max, Maddie, Maya, and Mason. So 2 girls and 2 boys. Number 5 is, what's your favorite animal inspired name? So I was like, okay, well, I can think of bear, and that's about it. And I think that's what a lot of people have said for that answer. But I actually Googled because I was like, well, what other animal names are there for people? And I came up with wolf and raven. I actually really like those. I think they're really cool. And I think they're really cute little boys' names. Okay, number 6 is, what's your favorite color inspired name? Now this is another funny story because 2 of my sisters have got daughters and they're called Scarlet and Jasmine, which are colours and flowers. Well, I know jasmine is a flower and I think scarlet is like a scarlet rose, but yeah, so they're both kind of colours to me. So I had a little look, and like obviously colours go in, I think we also have a ginger in the family as well, so all versions of red and pink and stuff like that. So I thought I really so again I googled this because I was like, well, what other colours are there? I guess there's a lot, and I picked out, I really like Jett, as in jet black. I like jade, I like indigo, and I also liked ebony, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Jett. Number 7 is, what are your top 3 favourite boys' names? Again, obviously Max. Max has been, Rolly and I had already picked out Max as a name for whatever boy we had, whether we had a boy dog or a boy child. We were always going to call it Max. We had Honey, so she was a girl. So when we had Max, we called him Max. So I like Max. I also really love Buddy, and as I mentioned before, Teddy. Now, for girls, it is, so number 8 is what's your top 3 favorite girls' names. And for those, it would be Charlotte, like I said, which is kind of ironic that my two of my favorites were in the first question. Yeah, so Charlotte, Vivian, and Ruby. I really, really like Ruby, but unfortunately we can't, if we ever have a girl, we can't call it Ruby because there's a show called Max and Ruby and it's about some bunnies, I think, so that would be a little bit weird. What's wrong? Yeah, it's the garbage truck. Right, number 9 is what is your favorite celebrity's baby name? Right, so this is very easy for me. I absolutely love Drew Barrymore. She's one of my favorite actors, and you can hear the garbage man. But I also really love her baby name choices, and she has an Olive and a Frankie, and I think they're just really sweet. Oh, okay, put it there. The garbage truck's coming past. I'm not even sure how this video is going to turn out because I've been filming a little bit in here and it's quite grainy on this camera. So number 10 is what is your ultimate guilty pleasure name? And I guess this one is all about like if you didn't have to think about the child and you could just call it whatever you wanted and it wasn't going to affect them like in the future for being like, you know, getting jobs and stuff because they're named something like, I don't know, fridge freezer or something silly. So I think that, but I would actually choose George. I think George is such a cute name, but obviously that is a royal name. There's baby Prince George, so yeah, but I think I would probably pick George. Number 12 is choose a baby name based on a food or drink. So this was another one that I had to Google, and I came up with, I have 5. There was a lot. I couldn't decide. But yeah, my favorite was Rosemary. I think that's really sweet. Rosemary is a really nice name for a lady. All right, and then there was also Julienne, as in Julienne Carrots, Alfredo, Basil, and Melba. I think Basil as in like off that show, Fawlty Towers. So that's a sweet name. And Melba is really sweet. I think that's a really nice name. 13 is choose a baby name based on a month. And obviously there's not that many that you could use. May and June, really. I think October maybe. But yeah, my favorite is June. I think it's a really nice, simple, easy name. It's not one that you go, whoa, they're named after a month, because it's quite a popular name as well, or at least it was, 50 years ago. Number 14 is choose a baby name from a movie. So for a girl, I chose Primrose. Primrose as in off the Hunger Games, the little sister. And for a boy would be Bastian off the Never-Ending Story, which is also a really handsome sounding name. Choose a name that is already in your family. So I think the name Grace is absolutely such a lovely name. And my cousin is called Grace, and I think, yeah, it's just really simple, really classic, really classy, and I really love it. Yes, so there we go. Those were my short and sweet answers. Hopefully, there were a lot of names in that one. Please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you stick around. We're over 200 subscribers now, so thank you so much. If you're already subscribed, I really appreciate it. My next video is going to be our second part of our Hawaii travel vlog. So we went for 10 days, so this will be the main section of the holiday. I think we were there for 6 days. Yeah, so we were there. So look out for that. Hey, bye guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Mama.
Say bye. Bye.
No, bye.
No bye. You want to stay?
No.